Dr. John Demartini, a world-renowned human behavior expert and internationally best-selling author and speaker, shares his insights on the hidden purpose behind human values and judgment that causes suffering in a thought-provoking podcast. In this video, we will explore the primary takeaways from the podcast and delve into the profound concepts discussed by Dr. Demartini. The podcast begins with Dr. Demartini emphasizing the magnificence of who we are and the importance of being true to ourselves. He highlights the significance of understanding our hierarchy of values, which dictates how we perceive, decide, and act, ultimately shaping our destiny. By identifying our highest values and living in alignment with them, we can lead a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Dr. Demartini delves into the concept of judgment and its relationship to self-judgment. He explains that all judgment is rooted in unconsciousness and reflects aspects of ourselves that we have not fully embraced. By identifying the specific traits or actions that we admire or despise in others, and finding instances where we have displayed similar behaviors, we can collapse the self-judgment and gain a more authentic perspective. The discussion then shifts to the law of attraction, where Dr. Demartini provides a nuanced understanding of how our innermost dominant thought shapes our external reality. He emphasizes the importance of living by our highest values and clarifying what we truly want in life. By asking specific questions and setting clear objectives, we can increase the probability of achieving our goals and attracting opportunities that align with our intentions. Furthermore, Dr. Demartini explores the role of perception and the filtering of reality based on our hierarchy of values. He illustrates how our thalamus acts as a gating system, allowing us to prioritize and filter information according to our values. This selective bias influences our perceptions and shapes our external experiences, highlighting the interconnectedness of our inner and outer worlds. The podcast continues with Dr. Demartini sharing personal experiences and insights into manifesting his goals and aspirations. He emphasizes the power of clarity and intention in achieving one's desires, citing examples of how he has manifested his objectives through focused planning and unwavering commitment. Dr. Demartini emphasizes the importance of understanding the inherent seeking and avoiding mechanism in human behavior. He explains that individuals are born with a set of values that drive their actions and decisions. These values are shaped by both genetic predispositions and environmental influences, leading to a unique set of priorities for each person. The podcast highlights the significance of embracing both the positive and negative aspects of life. Dr. Demartini shares personal experiences, including overcoming physical challenges and learning disabilities, to illustrate the power of embracing one's values and pursuing one's passions. He emphasizes the need to center oneself and not be swayed by external criticism or praise, as true greatness often comes with being misunderstood. Furthermore, Dr. Demartini discusses the role of conditioning and soul energy in shaping an individual's values. He explains that the accumulation of values is influenced by the people one subordinates to and the information one absorbs from the environment. He encourages listeners to define what they want to master and focus on what inspires them rather than conforming to societal expectations. The conversation also delves into the concept of grief and the importance of reframing one's perception of traumatic experiences. Dr. Demartini challenges the notion of grief as the loss of a fantasy rather than the loss of a loved one. He shares powerful examples of helping individuals dissolve their grief by embracing both the positive and negative aspects of their experiences. Dr. Demartini further explores the balance between peace and war, both on a personal and global scale. He emphasizes that peace and war are inherent polarities that exist in all aspects of life. He encourages individuals to embrace both moments of calm and moments of turmoil, as they are essential for growth and evolution. The podcast continues with a discussion on self-righteousness and the need to embrace the full spectrum of human experiences. Dr. Demartini highlights the importance of love as the synthesis of opposing forces and the necessity of transformation for personal and collective evolution. One of the key takeaways from the podcast is the concept of suffering as an event rather than a label. Dr. Demartini emphasizes that by labeling an event as suffering, individuals can become trapped as victims of history rather than masters of destiny. He encourages listeners to ask new sets of questions and transform their perception of suffering into something they are grateful for. This shift in perspective allows individuals to move forward as masters of their destiny, rather than being held back by past traumas. Dr. Demartini also discusses the relationship between suffering and passion, highlighting the Latin origin of the word passion as pati or paya, which means to suffer. He explains that compassion, or the act of suffering with someone, is often rooted in personal wounds that have not been balanced or neutralized. Instead of sympathizing with others, Dr. Demartini advocates for transforming suffering and helping individuals find the hidden order in apparent chaos. The conversation also touches on the concept of entropy, the second law of thermodynamics, and the balance of opposites in the universe. Dr. Demartini challenges the traditional view of entropy as a one-way progression from order to chaos, suggesting that there may be a balance of entropy and negentropy yet to be fully understood. He emphasizes the need to continue exploring the hidden order in apparent chaos and the potential for a more unified understanding of science and spirituality in the future. Furthermore, Dr. Demartini shares his perspective on the nature of God, highlighting the influence of individual brain function and cultural beliefs on the interpretation of the concept. He encourages individuals to embrace a spiritual quest, awaken their genius, and contribute innovative and creative thinking to the world. He also emphasizes the importance of mastering finances, fostering a global family dynamic, and making meaningful contributions to society. In addition, Dr. Demartini reflects on his personal experiences with meditation and the power of the mind. He shares a profound synchronicity he experienced during a meditation session where he had a premonition of a multi-car crash that later unfolded in reality. This experience led him to recognize the interconnectedness of his thoughts and external events, highlighting the potential for deeper awareness and intuition.